Live for a little bit out here with these girls. Had to let them out of their run area, let them run around the yard for a bit. I hope everyone is having a good day. So I have to keep an eye on them because the little ones, they like to jump on things. So don't need them jumping up and getting out of my yard. So I am following them around. I really needed to come out here and harvest some stuff and plant some more peppers. I went and picked up some shishito peppers and a white ivory bell, and I have not planted them yet, so I have to get them out into the garden. I already have my container together. I just have to mix my soil. Bomb, hey, hey, hey. I just have to mix my soil up and get everything going. But I had some squash out here that's growing really quickly, and I need to get it off this plant because I hate when they get like real seedy. So I have to get them off of there. But I do have some bell peppers, you guys. Look at my bell pepper babies over here. They are coming in. Y'all see them bell peppers? Yes. So I have a couple of them coming in really good. I have some cayenne. What are these? I think quit eating my corn. Stop that. Lord, they eating up my corn plants, y'all. Some cayenne. No, these are jalapenos. I hope you guys can hear me. Somebody was trying to call. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know. But yeah, there's some squash in here that's really big, so I have to get those off the plant. So these are the golden grillers. You see how big that has gotten? I don't know if you can see it, but it's huge. So I need to take that one off, and I need to take that one off because I don't like when they get a lot of seeds. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you could hear me. So I did clean some of the stuff out of the garden because it was just a lot on this table over here and stuff that wasn't even doing all that great, because this area is kind of shaded right here. So I had to take those plants out. It was a couple of mint plants, and it was a basil plant that needed to go. It had been in the garden since last year, so I took that one out. But all the tomatoes are in full bloom. My little chick babies keep eating my corn over here. Hey, Frugal, how are you? Thank you for being here. You see they digging up that grass just as quick as I grew it. So, yeah, I guess that's gonna be a thing, you guys. But anyway, my little atomic grape, there's a couple of little grape tomatoes over there. Look how big these tomato plants have gotten. This is crazy. It grows so fast, you guys. These butterflies. They are beautiful, but I hate seeing them because I know worms come along with those jokers too. Hi, Monique. How are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Trending, thank you for being here. Buddha, I appreciate you guys all being here. So yeah, I'm out here. I'm gonna harvest that stuff. I dropped some seeds last week, and I planted some more corn in here because I knew those girls were gonna be over here eating up my stuff. But you see all around the edges I put corn, and then in the middle I put some sugar snap peas. So only one came up so far, only one sugar snap pea, so I'm hoping the rest of them come up. But all the corn have come up, so that's fine. And all the cucumber plants are coming up, so I'm happy about that. And this blackberry, all the foliage is coming back in, so I'm glad. I was worried about that one for a minute because it seemed like it was moving a little slow, but all the foliage is coming back in. Some of those flowers that were on my purple collards, I went ahead and cut them off because I need my production to come back. I don't have time for that. I was like, these flowers are taking so long to dry out, where you can harvest the seeds. So I just cut them. So I'm gonna um, I'm gonna prune a few more of those off, and then And I'll leave the rest of them on there. But I think I'm gonna mix my soil in a bit and go ahead and get that started so that I can get my peppers planted that I have in the, goodness gracious, you guys are busy. I think they're chasing those butterflies. I hope you guys can hear me. I know the connection might be cutting in and out because it's real windy over here. So let me know if y'all can hear me. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and get that mixed up real quick. But look at these grapevines, y'all. Goodness. Y'all see all them clusters up there? All over these vines. It's so many grape clusters. It's crazy. I'm gonna have more grapes than I definitely know what to do with. So I'll be eating some fresh, freezing some, and giving some away. But I was gonna use this container. So this one is a 25, well, it was a 50-gallon drum. It was cut in half. So I was gonna use this for the peppers. I have 6 shishito peppers and 1 ivory bell. So I'm not gonna put all 6 of those shishito peppers in here because even though it's 25 gallons, you need to consider spacing and the needs of the plant. So I don't want them fighting for nutrients and stuff like that. So I'll probably put 3 or 4 of them in there. And then I have a couple other containers behind that little fence over there. So I'll put the others in there and see how they do. Of course, I'm gonna have to put my little fence up because y'all know my dog would be over there chewing them up because she loves the peppers and the collards just as much as we do. Hey, Chris, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So yeah, I'm not gonna be on here super long because I know Miss Shirley OG goes live at 4 o'clock my time, but 7 p.m. her time. So I'm not gonna cut into her time, but yep, I'm gonna get over there and get those plants planted because I don't want the growth to be stunted from them sitting, in those little cells. So what are you guys up to today? Okay, I see everybody speaking. And if you guys want to drop your channel links, you can always type KAY and it will drop your channel link. That way, if someone is not connected to you, they can connect to you. I also need to prune up banana plants and put that in my little compost bucket. Well, it's actually a liquid fertilizer that I usually make. So I put a paint bucket liner in there this morning and I added some comfrey leaves. So I think I'm gonna take some of these banana leaves and pop those in there also. Y'all see I got a mess back here right now. But my little bucket over here is brewing, y'all. And that stuff be stinking, y'all. But it does look good. So it will get really, really dark like that. So, and look, you don't want to get it on your hands either. That's why I put the paint liner in here. So when I take the stuff out of here, it's like no big deal. I just lift it out and I can toss all that in the compost bin or whatever. So that's how I make my fertilizer. I'll come back and seal that properly. But you see all the new leaves that I got on my avocado. Remember, it was looking really bad for a little bit. So maybe it was just the cold weather that was the issue. Because now it's looking really good. And all those burn up, crunchy looking leaves, it look like they all fell off on their own. It's a few still at the top here, but that's it. I was getting a lot of flowers on there, but it looks like they started falling off too. So we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping to get some avocados, y'all. And the mango, still getting new leaves in on that. And all the nasturtium, I put nasturtium all around the bottom because where I live is really dry in the summertime. It's hot and dry. So I put nasturtium down here for ground cover so it'll hold some of that moisture. But look at my blood orange. It has gotten super big. So I'm probably gonna prune the top of it a little bit more. But goodness, that thing has grown a lot. And it's still quite a few flowers on there. Some of them fell off. So I'm hoping that the nutrients that I have been putting on it, hopefully it'll be able to support the growth of the blood oranges. So we'll see what happens. New foliage is coming in on that cherry back there. It's actually a couple of onions in here that I could pull out too. So I'm gonna take those out. Oh goodness. I have put some onions in here when I first planted this. Got an onion, y'all. Couple of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, got a couple of nice onions. Y'all see that? So I'm gonna put these somewhere. I'm gonna put these in the shed so they can cure. I'm gonna set them right here for now. Those are some nice ones too. I put onions everywhere, y'all. So these little girls, I'm learning, they are super busy and I really have to keep an eye on them because they were trying to jump in the trees back there. And you guys know I live in the city, so I don't have time to be diving over the fence trying to chase chickens. So I really have to keep an eye on them little girls. But I like to let them out of their run area just so they can get out in the yard and eat grass. And I do have plants out here for them, like that oregano. They like chewing on that. They'll chew on the mint. And I have a lemongrass also that they like chewing on. I just have to try and keep them out of my garden. Mondarius, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Please hit that like button if you have not already, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you know when new content has been uploaded. Like this little girl over here. She's always in my stuff, y'all. Goodness. She's over here eating in my garden as usual. What are you doing? Get out of there. So there's some mint in here, so she'll come in here and eat. That's one large red mustard, so I did leave that there for them so they can eat that. They haven't been picking at it as much, so I think they like the collards more than the mustards. But anyway, they're over here dust bathing after they just dug up this whole hole over here in my yard. Yep, chicken food, exactly. I had a couple of my babies, they were up on the fence trying to jump over into the garden, so that's why I have that fence up there, you guys, because these little girls get busy. Hey, are you going inside? She must be trying to lay or something. What's the matter? Okay, it's probably the wind. The wind is bugging her. Hey, Ann's Backyard Garden, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping your channel links as well. That's what it's there for. So yeah, I have to remember to harvest those squash so I can take them indoors. And a lot of the times I won't cook them, you guys. I'll chop them up and put them in my salad. I like to either eat them raw or I'll eat them sauteed where they still kind of firm. I do not like mushy squash. I can't eat them. Thank you. Thank you. I think I got that trellis the year before. I think the year before last. And I got it because I had gotten those teal garden beds, and I wanted to take my grapevines out of I had them in containers, and I had them in 7-gallon containers like forever. And then I up potted to 15, but they still were never doing anything. But when I put them in the raised beds, they took off. So they're really, really doing good. So it looks like I'm gonna get quite a bit of fruit this year. I would be really happy if my banana plants would put out a nice flower and give me some bananas. So we're gonna pray for the banana plants, y'all. I saw one lady, I can't remember the name of the garden channel, but she had all her fruit was in containers like mine, and well, majority of my fruits are in container. Hey, Shawnee, how are you? Thank you for being here. And she had hers in containers, and her bananas were putting out fruit. I'm like, goodness, I so wish I can get some fruit on my doggone bananas. But we gonna see, y'all. We gonna see. Oh, nothing, Shawnee. I just want some fruit on them. I want some fruit on these jokers. They're actually doing good. I just need to prune them. You know what? I'm gonna do that while I'm sitting here. The little ones are right there. They're not doing anything. So I'm gonna get my little pruners, and I'm gonna start pruning these raggedy leaves off. That's usually what I do. I just prune those leaves off, and then I put them in the compost bin. So that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all see I'm still hanging on for hope. That's the plum tree. That plum tree is gone. I know it's gone, but I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start pruning up these banana plants. So I have one right here in this container. I have a few in that big tub right there. And then I have a few back here. DT Hope, hey. So what I do is I just prune off these raggedy leaves here. Uh-oh, I'm trying to get you guys settled where the tripod won't fall over. And I just prune them, try to take them all the way down to the base. It's been really windy. And then all the dead leaves on here, cut those, cut those off. I'll leave those couple on there. And then I'll prune these up too. Sandra, hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. Just pruning up my bananas for right now, while I'm out here with these chickens. Then I'm just gonna chop these in pieces, and I'll probably put them in that bucket back there, my liquid fertilizer bucket. I'm gonna cut these too. Call was coming through. So that's all I'm gonna take off that one. I don't wanna have it over here bald, y'all, but I do like taking these off. Especially when it's super windy, because you see there's just more leaves coming back in anyway. So then I'll go over here and clean these up. Well, these are already looking a little skimpy, so I may as well go ahead. You know what? Sometimes I do the banana water for my plants. But I've been using chicken manure. So we're gonna see what happens. I did just separate these all recently because it was so many. It started with one, and then I had like 9 of them in that tub over there where I have the few. I had like 9 of them in there, and I had to separate them all. And so It's probably just gonna take a little bit for them to get moving. We'll see. But I'm thinking this one is the one that's gonna put out. So we're gonna see, and I see that one is already putting on a babe down there. So we'll see what happens. Banana water, okay. I'm gonna use banana water. We're gonna try it and see. But yeah, these are gonna get separated too. There's 3 of them in here. It's only 1 in that container there. So I'm just gonna separate these and put 2 of them in 15-gallon containers. I was trying to give them away, but you know, to someone in my area, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and take this squash off while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't, I'll forget it again. It is big too. Y'all see how big this thing is? This thing is huge. Another one over here. You just twist them right on off of there. So I have 2 nice big ones. And these are the golden grillers. So I'm gonna set these up here. Potassium, gotcha. Gotcha. The funny thing is I put some radish seeds out here probably a month ago, and look, they just now coming up. So we'll see what happens with that. I need to hurry up and get those planted. I forgot all about them, y'all. See what happens when you have too much stuff going on? So I think it's still 3 plants in there, so I need to get them out of there. Oh, well, we know your garden is gonna get going as soon as y'all get nice and warm. What's your weather like, Shani? I was just out here pruning these up earlier, the curly kale. And this one had aphids. Whenever we get a lot of wind, we get those aphids. And so I just hosed that one off to get the aphids off of it. It was the only one in the container with aphids on it. But I got that together. I prune these up. My dog loves eating the collards, so I just prune them up and I put them down on the ground, and whenever she comes out here, she'll eat them. These girls, I tell you, they will tear your lawn up, y'all. Have your lawn looking real skimpy. But what I'm really excited about is these darn cucumbers. I cannot wait for the cucumbers. Right? Curly kale trees. Right? And that's exactly how they're growing too. They started out as these little short plants, but what happened was I had them over like in the shade. And so you know what happens, they get leggy. So, but look, my cucumbers have flowers on them, and they have they have a couple of little tiny cucumbers, so I know they're going to get pollinated because the African blue basil is here, and the bees are loving that, so they're all in there. So everything over in this area is doing really good. All these tomatoes. This one is the purple Cherokee. I saw a tomato on it earlier. Let me see. Hopefully the birds didn't eat that thing off of there. Oh, there it is. It's a little baby. Little purple Cherokee baby. But this one is my absolute favorite. The sun gold tomato, little cherry tomatoes, really sweet. Hey Gilbert, how are you? And what I've been doing with those is I take eggshells, ground them up, and I put them around the tomato plants and then water them in. And they absolutely love that calcium. So that's what I've been doing with my my tomatoes. The tomatoes, the peppers, and the cucumbers. I hope everybody is doing okay. I appreciate you guys all being here. Oh, I keep checking the time so I don't run into Miss OG's time. I have a couple of garlic out here. I saw a couple of garlic plants that were leaning over. Now I gotta figure out where they are. That I have to pull those out too. Oh, over here. They're in this bed. Oh, the purple Cherokee. Oh, and that's my first time growing that variety, but I'm so happy about these onions, y'all. Because I had planted some onions over there where you guys saw I dropped those corn seeds. I had some onions in there, and I don't know what happened. They just, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, all the onion bugs. Oh, these are small. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened with that one. But there's a little garlic. It's small though, but still edible. I'm sure I'll find it. Look, I'll find that garlic bulb. Hey Jordan, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'll find that garlic bulb later. I just saw it was leaning over. I said that means it's time to pull it. It's cloudy in your area. It was actually cloudy earlier. I think it's supposed to rain this weekend. Yeah, those sun gold tomatoes are good, Gilbert. I love those. But yeah, I was trying to move everything around on that table over there and make some space. I couldn't figure out if I was gonna plant the peppers in a 5 gallon and just put them in there on the table. But I think I'm just gonna put some in that container because the peppers, like as dry as it is here and hot, they don't like all that darn heat. So I'll see my pepper babies. I'm so excited. See them bell peppers? I'm a proud plant mom right now. You have seeds for the sun gold? Yeah, they come up really good too. There's some tomatoes coming on that lemon boy. I've never had the lemon boy tomatoes, but we're gonna see how they taste when they come up. But it's a couple of them, a couple of little tiny ones. Oh, okay, I see it. It's on the other side, but it's a couple of little tiny ones on there. I'll put some more celery out here and the cucumber mini-me plants. So these are just some little snack cucumbers. I think they get like 2 to 3 inches tall, 2 to 3 inches long. I picked those up from the nursery, I think last week. Yeah, I think last week. But this is my favorite celery variety, the golden celery. That one is so good. I try, and I really try to keep it looking good and keep it producing. But I have to watch these little girls because they've been eating up my corn, y'all. Y'all see that? The whole corn plant gone. So, and they started in on that one too. So I have corn right here. I have corn over here. But the corn plants are growing really good. I have a zinnia, a couple of zinnias over in there. I think I may have to pull those out. We'll see. I had some cabbage in here, but I don't know if they're gonna do well. This bed gets dry so quickly. Right, Frugal? Always, always, always eating up my stuff. It's the new babies. I put up a little short video earlier. They were jumping up on the fence trying to get into the garden. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, these are gonna be the super mischievous ones that I have to fuss at all the time for getting in my garden. So I have everything fenced off, but they keep trying to jump over. So one went in the house to lay. So this is their spa day. They are doing a lot better, Shawnee. I'm so happy. Blanche is still bullying them, but the other ones have calmed down. So tonight is spa day. So I'm gonna try to get all my little stuff done because I have to bathe all of them. I have Goldie over here. She's super furry in that rear end area, and so I have to pay special attention to that to keep that clean. So that's the only thing about those super furry ones. Right? Blanche is a boss. She went in the house to lay, but yeah, that's when they're super comfortable. When she goes in the house, they're so happy. Soon as she comes back, they're like, "Oh God, here she comes again." But the other ones are getting along pretty good. So, but they're all getting a bath. If I bathe one, I'm bathing all. So, not sure if I'm going to keep them inside or if I'm going to bring them back out to their house after I bathe them and get them all dried and everything. So, I know it's going to take me a while to get them all done, but it'll get done. I know the little ones are going to freak out because, they're not used to them monthly spa days. But I'm like, sorry, ladies, got to be clean around here. So, and the older ones, they enjoy it. Blanche is just mean, so she'll relax and chill in the bath, but it's like, don't touch me, leave me alone. So, so I actually have to wait until they get on the roosting bar. Otherwise, I'll just be chasing them around the yard, which I'm not gonna do. So, since Sadie and Goldie are the biggest ones, those are the ones that I do first because they don't dry as quickly, so I usually have to turn the blow dryer on low and blow dry them. The other ones, they'll probably dry pretty quickly. They're still not as big as those girls, so. But it's windy, so I will probably, I cleaned out their whole house this morning, so it's the perfect time to get them all bathed up. They're still getting used to all the sounds around here. They're still real jumpy, so the wind scares them. Sadie over there looking like she has sauerkraut as usual because she eats so much. But usually after I bathe her up, I put them all in Epsom salt and I put like a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar in their bath water. And after that, then she is all good. And I just rub her little belly and she feels good the next day. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Also, if you'd like to drop your channel link, you can do that by typing KAY. Oh yeah, they are spoiled, Shawnee. That's why they behave the way they do. So I just found out today that one of the high schools in my area, they have an agricultural department and they sell chickens. So they have amber links over there. So I wanted to look at those. I think they're like 9 months old. So, and I think you have to do it by appointment only. And you can pick up on Sundays and Mondays. So, of course, I would have to do it on a Sunday. So, I wanted to go see them. Those chickens, I was looking it up. So, they are hybrids. They are good layers. They lay brown eggs. And they love other chickens. They're friendly. But the only downfall with the Amber Lynx is their life expectancy is only like 4 years. As with other chickens, the other chickens, their life expectancy is like between what, 8 and 12 years or something like that. So I was like, man. But I mean, to me, after a certain amount of years, they don't lay anyway. So, you know, although my chickies they're my pets. So I think after 4 years, I would, I would be really upset. Hey, Mike, how are you? Thank you for being here. Ooh, how pretty. Right, Nikki? Short and sweet. Mm-hmm. I think I would still try it though. And it says that the Amber Lynx have nice big eggs. So I was really considering it, or I am considering it, just going and getting a couple of them because I don't want to just get one. So I figure if I get two, then they'll, they'll come together and at least they'll have each other until they start, all getting along together because you know how that goes. So they do have their pecking order, so they'll be fighting. I'll have to deal with the fighting. Hi, Blanche. Are you all done now? You coming back outside? She's the mean one. That's Miss Blanche right there. Perfectly named because she is mean. So, yep, it's addicting, Shawnee. After you get some, it's like, okay, I need more. But I was so happy to find that out because, we drove far to go get these little Rhode Island Reds. So I'm like, shoot, I can go right up the road. Oh yeah, those grapevines are doing fantastic, especially compared to last year. But I did see a couple of grubs in one of my other garden beds, so I do have to go back to, I'll try to stop over there tomorrow and see if they have it, the beneficial nematodes. And just get it in all my garden beds. And it actually worked. There are some people that said it didn't work, but for me, it actually worked. I just didn't do it in all of my garden beds. Why? I don't know, y'all. So this time I'm gonna do it in every garden bed, every container. Make sure those doggone grubs and any other insects will go somewhere else. You got it, Shawnee. Yep, I have 5 right now, so I was considering 2 more. I wish we can have roosters though, but we can't have roosters where I live, so. But I said if I did, I'd have 100 chickens running around here, so we don't want that. Because it is a lot of work. Especially the way I do things. I think I make it a lot of work. But it gives me something to do because all my kids are adults now, so it's just me and the old man and the dog and the chickens, so gives me something else to do. Oh, she getting ready to graduate high school? That is awesome. See, my youngest is 24. Hallelujah. He'll be 25 this year. So I do make it a lot of work, but it's enjoyable. It is enjoyable. Because it's funny when I see other people and their chickens are just thriving and they don't hardly do anything with those chickens. And I'm like, man, I'll be over here doing the most. for no reason. But I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm a germaphobe too, so that doesn't help. So I don't want to smell anything. When I open their house, I want their house to smell just as clean as mine. So that's why I do what I do. Right? I am a super germaphobe, OCD. I was watching Jamaica earlier, and she has a lot of chickens and quail and everything, and they are just the cutest. And she was setting up her brooders on her in her gazebo area, and I was like, "Oh goodness, she got a lot of work going over there." Okay, Chris, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I will see you next time. I'm gonna get off of here in about 10 minutes also so I can go support Miss OG. Yeah, she has some nice brooders that she has set up, and I was like, ooh wee, I said, Jamaica's over there doing it. But those quail are so small. You say you want to do the bare minimum. One day I'm gonna get there, Shani. I'm gonna get there. I have to get my mind around it. I think if I lived, where I had a couple of acres or something like that, I probably would do less. I have not, Miss Nikki. I was gonna send you an email. I hope he is okay. Yeah, I am worried too. I know. I'll reach out to you. I'll send you an email. But yeah, I was really worried about him. I called a couple of times, but no response. It just goes straight to voicemail, and I know that's not like him. So, but I'll send you an email. So I'm praying that he is okay and the family's okay. So, yep, because you know, Micro. That's not like him. Look, he'll buzz your phone every day. Or he'll reach out to you on Instagram or something. Yep. So I hope he's okay. See them old yard birds up there. I gotta watch them jokers too, cause we saw a hawk up there last week. So, of course, my birds, they'll let the whole neighborhood know if something is in the yard. Look, they probably watching my squash over there. I took my squash, took my squash and left it over in that garden bed. They probably like, thank you. So I gotta make sure I don't forget it and take it indoors. I'll probably cook them up this weekend. These little monsters back here, they think I don't see them. They trying to go jump in those trees back there. Those are the busybodies. Oh no, not grab the puppy. Goodness gracious. Y'all see my pineapple sage that just left here. I'm like, dang, this one is doing so good. I don't know what happened to that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean that pot out. You see this beautiful butterfly, but I already know it's leaving those worms behind, so it gotta get out of here. All right, they moved back over to the grass so they can dig up my grass some more. I don't know what's going on with this little lady. I hope nothing didn't go in their house when we left the door open. I always check it anyway, because you never know. It was one lady that was on, and she said that she went in her chicken's house and she saw a possum in there trying to play dead. I was like, oh no. So I don't need that. I'll go in there and check before I let them go in there. She said it was hiding in her nesting box. So we don't need them problems. But I am loving those grapevines. And I only fertilize them every few months or so. I know I left the gate open though. When I let them out, I left the gate open and their house door is open, so I'm gonna check. Normally if I open their gate, I'll close their door to their house, but I left it open. Said ain't nothing getting in or out. I heard that. I'll probably come back on here later on this evening. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna you probably have to take it out of the container or put it in the larger container. Cause when mine was in the container, it was in there for years, Shawnee. And I kept saying, when am I gonna get grapes? Like, ma'am, you're not giving them no space. That's why you're not getting no grapes. So my grapes were not doing nothing for all those years. It had to at least be 4 years they were in those containers. And I took them out and put them in the garden beds. And look at these jokers now. They done took over. They're growing over the top of the canopy, down the side. I'm like, oh Lord. That's why it's you see the canopy, the top of it has kind of buckled in there because the vines are laying on top of that. Okay, good. Yeah, long as it has a large container, it should be fine. I had mine in 7-gallon containers. Don't ask me what I was thinking. And then even when I up potted them, it was like they just were not happy. So the one on this side is really just starting to get going. Last year, it did a little something, but not much. But now it has flowers on it and the foliage is coming in. The one on the other side is just crazy, crazy growing. But I do them both the same. I give them a top dressing of compost, and I'll add another bag of soil each season. So I don't really do a lot with those, and they don't like to be watered a lot. You give them one good water, unless it's dry in your area, really hot or something. I would probably water them like once a week or something. Check the soil though, of course. Oh, it's your first time growing. Yeah, I had mine for a while. I look, apparently I didn't know what the heck I was doing when I got them, so. But we all learn along the way and still learning. Hey, I see a ladybug on my grapevine right now. But yeah, I know those birds are gonna be going to town on those grapes. Hey, Yaya, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do it once a day. That's too much water. They don't like all that water. Remember last year, mine got a fungus on them for, for overwatering. And the only reason I overwatered last year is because I used the beneficial nematodes and It said water. It said water every day for like 5 days or something like that. But G Mama said, yeah, it said water, but not water like that. It was just, a little sprinkle just to keep the soil damp. And yeah, I end up getting a fungus on them from too much water. So just be careful. If the soil's not dry, just leave them alone. Oh no, you know what I do when I do that? I get a banana peel and I wrap it around it, and then I'll use an actual Band-Aid to hold that banana peel on until that banana peel turns brown, brown and kind of like crispy. By the time it turns brown and crispy, that stem is all healed. So that's what I do, Ann, because I'm always breaking tomato stems. You can do that, or you can make a paste with turmeric. You can get some turmeric, add a little bit of water, make a paste, and you can put it on there as well. But I like the banana peel better. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. You see how many clusters are on mine? It's a lot of clusters. I mean, a lot. So I water them. It just depends. I'll put my finger down in the soil. Yeah, you can use the turmeric and just make a paste and put it on there. And if you have any, like, not twine, but I have that like Velcro, the Velcro strapping that you use for your tomatoes instead of that plastic that I used to, that, that's, what is that plastic stuff that they use? Twine. I guess you call it twine, but it was kind of like plastic. I stopped using that, but I have like the Velcro wraps like this that you could stake. This one is old, that you could stake your tomatoes with, and you can use that too. Because I did it on this one. I broke that one, but I used turmeric for that one. But I have some, and I just kind of held it together so it's not flopping around from the wind. But yeah, the banana peel works every time. And the turmeric is definitely a natural healer, so it'll be all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here because Miss OG is getting ready to go live. So if you have not connected with Miss Shirley OG, check her out. So they chat a lot about, different things in the garden and stuff like that. So check her out. I'm getting ready to go over there. It is 4 o'clock. Yep, she just went live. Miss Shirley OG Gardner. So if you're not connected, get connected. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the notification bell so that you know when new content has been uploaded. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.